Camera live. Hi, everyone.
Hey, guys.
So we are also live on YouTube, but it would be better if you are here for some prizes, NFT prizes. So we'll need your attention in our chat. Hey, Zach. We are about to start. Okay, so welcome everybody. It's DC project first anniversary. So we are very happy you are here with us to celebrate this event. And yeah, let me share my screen. All right. So we have some good agenda today. Basically, we will recap where we did start this project and basically bring some awards to the community and tell about like our experience on Exodus batch event, some new announcement of new mode in our Heroes Fight Club, and also we're gonna walk through some events that are coming in this month, and we'll unveil big roadmap for at least 6 months ahead. And yeah, and everyone who is in this room will get some neat stuff as well. So yeah, this day a domain of theircountry.io was purchased by us, but Danny, maybe you can tell more. Sorry. How did you get to this idea?
Yeah, hey everyone, glad to see you here. So basically, we were planning to make a game for some time, but wanted to create something better than the average crypto game that you see in this space. And the idea was to utilize best parts of blockchain, like asset storing and trading and stuff like that, but not to overload the average user with the excess burdens it may bring, like wallets and stuff that is hard to figure out. Also, we didn't feel like we have to be uh, tied up to one particular blockchain. So that's why we are trying to support several of them. Uh, Here in our office, we love to play board games and figured that at that moment, a card trading game is the best suitable for us to create. And basically, next thing to decide was game setting. And that's when I heard our local music band that plays in dark country music style. Actually, we are negotiating with them to use their music in our game, so you might be able to hear it later. And at the same time, one of my all-time favorite games that you might have played, Hunt Showdown, went live. So a mix of Western and zombies sounded really appealing to me. And we added mythical creatures from American continent to the mix and created our pretty unique world, I'd say. So yeah, that's what inspired me.
All right. So yeah,
Mike.
So yeah, we kind of started a year ago with wall concept, um, and our website got up like end of year. So we got some like first sales last days of previous year, like last days of December, and then we had an event basically January and February, which we found that we got some interest in our project. We got some first users, first community building around the project, and that was awesome. Uh, in the end, the first fund of project got some benefits. Everyone sees that Exodus packs that we're selling that time are like skyrocketing in value. So afterwards, we've been moving with these things like standard packs and so on. And moving forward, we also had some impact by COVID. So we changed a bit of our process, worked through a remote environment. It was interesting experience, but it's fun as well. And yeah, basically, and then we got into September, where it is uh, the best month so far to our project, as we managed to release first version of alpha version of our game, and also we launched the sale on Wax along with Atomic Assets and Atomic Hub, and we find it pretty great, pretty successful. We also managed to launch now a game. So basically, from like middle of September, we got almost like 8 releases of their country game itself, minor and major. So it goes pretty well, and we would like to basically back in time. If you look, we would like to make a special award as NFTs to those who were buying our assets, being first of, and we named these guys Immortal Dozen. We definitely know that first one was Billy Birdie, and he will got like mint number one of this NFT, and other 11 are basically we don't have everyone their Wax account, but we will contact everyone before we start minting. And some of these guys are also well known from our community and the Wax audience as well, Wax community, sorry. So congrats, guys. If you see yourself here or you guess by part of email, let us know. But otherwise, we will contact you for sure. Yesterday we had Exodus batch event. To those who didn't follow it, what we had, like people could unpack our assets, but since our multi-chain thing, we created this in a different way than everyone else. So basically, this DC approach to how minting can happen, and we will follow up with this idea in the future as well, and we will cover it in a minute. But overall, like basically people were buying art assets on our website. They could move them into EOS or WAX, sell them, or move back into our main contract and website, and then they just opened them and put into a batch. So we randomly minted all of them into their WAX account. So they are now being traded into in Atomic Hub. So moving further, we have this event calendar on November. November 6th, we are releasing new tournament and new mode for Hero Fight Club. I will cover in a minute. Also, we'll be presenting our game in Blockchain Game Alliance Demo Day and on Global Game Pitch, either 16th or 17th of November. Also on 19th of November, we'll have a new sale and unpacking event, and we'll cover it in a moment. And 20th of November, early alpha access version, like 2.0, but basically it's a game version which will come with more wider access to this game. So first thing to come, we've been doing this with Heroes on our own and decided that people having a lot of NFTs in their wallets right now, like up to 1 million of NFTs are living in your wallet. And we decided to go with partnership with Blockchain Heroes. So on November 6th, after our first tournament will end, and we will start another one where those who have Blockchain Heroes on your wallet, you will be able to play. You won't need to transfer these. You just call a contract and play versus either Blockchain Heroes or DC Heroes. And we will announce the prizes and tournament and details later on. And also, it will be announced tonight, later today by American time during Nifty show as well. So we see that it can be something better than just having a collectible in your hands, and you might even, like, we are working on modeling what can be next, but it can be so exciting because you might be even able to win an NFT from someone later on. So keep watching. We are coming with this update pretty much soon. It's even already in some testing. So yeah. Okay. So we have a new sale, which is Cultist sale, which will happen on 19th of November, where user will be able to get new packs with standard, where you'll be able to get standard collection plus new assets which you won't be able to get other than this sale. So basically 20 new cards and new mechanics of this Cultist. And this is the configuration right now we have. Probably not final, but almost like final. And yeah, it will happen we'll tell about a bit more now about this one. So Danny, could you dig us into this
Cultist card.
and the mechanics?
Yeah, of course. So what we thought is that our game lacks the most is fanatics with rituals, sacrifices, and blood altars. So that is what inspired our new Dark Cultist card collection of 20 cards. So your average cultist is a type of creature recognized mostly for his swarming style. They are pretty weak separately, but with every next cultist, their synergy allows them to grow in strength significantly. So basically, the more cultists you have on the battlefield, the stronger all the others become. And that is what your opponent wants to avoid, pretty much. Yeah, while playing against them. They will be pretty low at mana cost, so building a deck around them will give players early game advantage. So this is a kind of rush deck. Uh, and at this point, most of our decks are relatively expensive mana-wise, focusing on mid to late game. So this should give our players a nice alternative. Yeah, so just we have few of them on display, and I'd say they look pretty neat. Back to you.
Okay. I see just people joining, so I need to follow this. Didn't manage to have it automatic. Yeah, and we have, so every pack will have different configuration, like worshiper pack, like 40 cards. Preliminary price would be like $30 in wax. And on top of those guaranteed cards, you also get bonus. So basically, it's pretty uncommon to do that, but with some certain chance, you'll be able to get these items, which are already in game, but they are pure collectible because in game they are showing up on some events. So basically, you won't need them. You don't need them. Most of you know it to put in your deck. Still, those will be limited and collectible, so you can enjoy the art. We decided like why we made these cards. Why don't we put them on the market and as a bonus? Also, we will have a lot of things like leaderboard and some neat prizes as well on top of this sale. So as you ask, what about standard cards and packs? So it will be going like into the same or similar process. So 48 hours ahead of this event, basically main sale event, you'll be able to put your standard packs alone or with boosters into this batch, like we did, similar way like we did with Exodus, and basically put them into queue for minting. And those will be basically competing with others, like with those new packs for for a random and with cultists basically. So those will be different. Like standard packs will be one having like own means, own stuff, but cultists will have a bit different look in terms of even standard cards inside and cultist cards inside, of course. So we will have this 48 hours window for everyone who wants to put their standard packs into unpacking and mint event. Then we will have 24 hours ahead of our sale. Basically, we name it a pre-sale with a countdown on our website. So you'll be able to pre-order those cultist packs with 10% off from regular price. And then we'll have 3 hours only limited sale when it ends. anything that wasn't sold will be burned basically. And after these 3 hours, there will be a batch unpacking. So basically, you decide you either send or not for these packs for this event, or you just wait and open on your own. So basically, this batch unpacking is a fair race to mint numbers. I'm seeing the questions. Maybe Danny, you can address this.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. If you have questions on this, feel free to put in chat so we can talk about that as well. Okay, and this how it might look in terms of like you'll see on our like we had yesterday. We'll have a web page where you'll be able to see which pack goes into unpacking, batch unpacking, which mint numbers are pop up there, and which user got this item basically. So everything would be transparent. It is our country way to do these things. Do not hang out with legs or things about that. And we hope that will work for you as well. So, like Danny, what's the amount of cards you normally use to play regularly on every CCG game you play, or even?
Well, the more you have, the better. This allows you to surprise your opponent with different and unexpected combinations. So I say there's no limit to that, just your imagination. So that's why we are trying to add as many different cards as we can.
Yeah,
Not using filler cards, just to add a number.
So basically, by the time
we'll have like at least 100 of different cards in terms of their like skills and abilities in cards and some rarity and stuff. But overall, to play, we count like several hundred of cards you need to play the game of this kind freely. And right now we have over 11,000 of standard packs sold, and we designed 7,000 of occultist packs to be sold in mind. That cap would be like 240,000 cards as of now. And if all of these sold, and that leads us to something like 600 to 1,000 of players. And right now we have about that volume of community and about that volume of early access tickets. So we expect, like we see that over 50 users were in VIP in our Sheriff office having VIP access, and we will expand into several hundreds once we give this access to the game. And the math works on this. Okay, so Danny, maybe you can tell more what users will expect in the access.
Yeah, of course. But let's start a bit earlier to our first alpha version that was launched almost 2 months ago, and it contained around 60, 70 cards. Was not very stable, but still fun to play. And from that moment, we delivered like 7 or 8 updates, and number of cards doubled, and reached around 130 cards at this moment. At this point, we added almost all key mechanics. Final are coming with the next update, expected later this week. And we made it easier for players to understand what is going on the battlefield by adding history of the cards that were played and the description of keywords while hovering over the board. So right now it's pretty much easier to navigate around. And now we are reaching our next milestone, early access, where the game will be available to everyone who has early access tickets. And this is the stage where we plan to make all the card balancing, improve visual and sound effects, get rid of major bugs, and pretty much make the game stable. And for some time, maybe a month, players will still be able to play with all the existing cards, just to have a feel of a game, decide what cards they need for their specific decks, and after that, they will be limited to default decks to default decks that we provide and cards that they own. So one important feature that is in development right now is custom rooms for players who want to play with their friends. Or if you don't have any friends, we are preparing an option to practice with AI. And also closer to the end of early access, and once we feel like the game balance is okay, we will introduce weekly tournaments. Weekly tournaments will reward players with battle points that can be traded for in-game items. And right now you can buy them on our website at a discount price. So better stock up on them. And speaking of balancing, we specifically left some of the cards untouched in terms of game design in order to give our community members a chance to influence the process. So we welcome our sheriff office members to add card ideas that they think our game lacks. We're not talking right now about art part, but balance design. So feel free to propose your card ideas. Back to you.
Okay, thanks, Danny. So yeah, a day after we launch a sale, we will have this early access version where we expect our user base to grow at least several times, and we hope most of people that are in our chat will be able to try it finally. So, and we have another awards from their country team, and to some most active and most valuable and most helpful guys in our community. And basically, in order, we'll grant this as unique NFTs only for this year. Like Willie got the first, guys the second, and so on. So please let us know, like double checking your address. We mostly know in yours, but still let us know. Just ping us on this matter.
And help. Thank you for being with us.
Yeah. That's the like community is something that we value at most, and without this support, it will be a bit more harder to achieve what we have right now. So moving forward with roadmap, we have something big in December. We expect, like, we cannot give some information to what's all about, but we always looking for, with our like multi-chain thing, we always looking for different partners in terms of new blockchains, but also we are looking in partners in media and so on. And we will announce and you think which will extend our user base and basically bring more value, bring new fresh players to the project. So keep in touch. We'll announce it pretty soon, like after the sale, I think. And in January, we are planning a public beta version. So Danny, maybe you can tell a bit more what's in there, what is planned in there. Yeah.
Sure. So in our case, beta means that our trading card part of the game is pretty much ready, with all the sound and visual effects, no major bugs, and in fact open for general public. We will introduce leaderboard and more sophisticated matchmaking, because right now game just finds two players willing to play and just connects them all together. But we'll have to look at player levels, skill, decks, and stuff like that to have better matchmaking. Also, this is the stage where we'll start porting our game to mobile devices, Android first. And we wanted this to be more than just a trading card game. So card battles, as you see them now, are just a means to defeat your opponent on the battlefield and win something from him. So this is just a clutch part of the whole game, of the bigger game. So yeah, this is the plan for our beta version.
Hi, Kaiser. I see you just said it. Joined us. In case you miss it, yeah, you got something cool. Let me try to get back to it. Yeah. If you see in this screen right now, you got some most valuable community member NFT, which only 4 of them will exist. So in January, we'll have an introduction of Spirit, as the game will go into public and you'll be using your cards in full trance. You can use this Spirit to basically to put into your slots and get different abilities. Danny, you might add something into Spirit as well.
Yeah, so this is just a thing to track your achievements, like how many kills your card made, or how many tournaments you won with that card, or stuff like tracking wins, tracking stats, basically. So this will pump your card and make it unique. And there are three different types actually of spirits. And one of them is mythical spirits that can be placed into legendary and mythical cards. So what they do is they send you on a quest. The quest will be specifically designed for every separate card. And upon completing this quest, your card will get, in case of legendary card, a unique border. And in case of mythical card, it will get an animation. So this is a way to upgrade your cards and even further. But this is yet to come.
Okay, so yeah, we'll have it in January, and basically we'll put some probably like micro sales on this, but to keep it going, I think it will be available pretty much every time, because it will be something that you need. If you change it your mind, you can take your Spirit off and use another one, but basically all of the info might be destroyed on this achievement. You like track like kills or experience points or damage points that your card made might be just lost if you decide to put something else, new spirit, for example. Yeah, and in January, as we planned basically almost a year ago, we will announce the details of content program for new expansion. So basically, we will talk and encourage you as well to bring in design skills, design talent to develop new cards. It might be a separate set of cards, like separate direction from what we do as expansion. So we'll have like user based expansion and our own expansion. And also we will bring a user voting for this. So basically community voting will be passed or not through some designs. But overall, it will be profit sharing from those that will be sold. And designers, like content creators, will be able to benefit from basically what we sell and from growing user base. I hope that something that also finds you exciting. So Danny, maybe you can continue on what we have on February.
Yeah, February is the time for our arena. So the arena is a place where Dark Country heroes meet our trading card game for the first time, and not the last. Every hero will have a special ability which will boost a certain type of deck. Like, let's say, give all the zombies +1 attack, or reduce cost of ghosts, or I think you get the point. So we will have to build decks specifically for heroes. And players will gear up big potions and other consumables that they think will be useful, and enter the arena against their opponents. So the fun part is only one hero will come back alive. So this is a fun and exciting way to burn or upgrade your heroes, and we know that you like burning your heroes. And the winning hero will gain his influence level upgraded, thus allowing him to be more effective in claiming land tiles and generating in-game currency. And also having higher level heroes will make them more effective on PvE quests. Yeah, so that is pretty much what we have to share regarding the arena at this moment. Hope you like it, but we are always ready for your feedback.
Okay, and last but not least, in the spring, we will basically announce this new expansion along with content program, like custom content program. And we will focus on mobile version of the C game and basically want to get it going, as our intention also is to release this game to global gaming market, not just blockchain market. And we are always thinking and working on that. We want to connect basically those two audiences and those to target like user base. So all of you as early users and adopters will benefit from that thing if we go to full scale like gaming market. Either it will be mobile or might be even some marketplaces earlier as well. Okay, so we are pretty much covered everything, and if you have any feedback or questions, or you want to just talk to us right now, you can raise your hand basically, and we will unmute you. Other than that, feel free. Everyone will receive this 1 year DC anniversary NFT. So who is, just type your Wax wallet in the chat, and who's gonna be first will receive mint number 1. Zach is first. And still everyone will receive this thing, this nifty prize for being with us today, sharing our celebration. And hope you love it.
And thanks for being with us.
Yeah, I see this raising head. Yeah, I'm trying to get, there is a raised hand. So Itachi, you can unmute, I think.
Yeah, I'd like to thank you guys not only for holding this this anniversary stream with all of us in the community, but for showing us what's coming on this project. Because you know there's so many of these turn-based card games that are coming out on blockchain, but you guys are putting so much original thought into this and taking the genre in so many new directions. I'm still super on board with everything you guys are doing.
Thank you, Zach. Thank you.
Thanks.
I see Itachi.
Itachi doesn't want to speak. He says that was an accident.
Okay.
Thank you anyway. We know you love us.
Yeah, okay, so thanks everyone for being here. Benny, did you copy all the addresses? If anyone just missed it, you have a minute to put it in there. Otherwise, we're gonna end our live today. So thanks again for being with us. And yeah, there is another one. Yeah. And we will make our best to follow everything and basically bring the new user base as well to this project and to crypto. Have a nice rest of the day to everyone.
Okay, thank you.